it's hard. We have to do all this work to get people to click on our ads and go to our websites. Um, how are things?
Well, obviously, we got a living software genius over here. So, for those of you guys who don't know already, why don't you start by just talking to people what customers.ai is? And I just want to let you guys know that before I have him answer that question, we started using it a couple of weeks ago. And we started getting like live conversations from visitors on our website within the first hour of installing it. So, like, I can't give you a better testimonial than that.
Well, that's awesome, Frankie. Customers AI is kind of a invention that is based on my experience as a marketer for the last 10 years. That it's hard, and we have to do all this work to get people to click on our ads and go to our websites and hopefully fill out a form. And if you're lucky, it's like what, 2, 3, 4, 5%,
Yeah.
typically. So the big idea here is just it's a pixel that you put on your website, and we can identify the identity of call it 15, 20%. It varies by vertical. Sometimes we can get as much as like 30, 35%. But I'm just saying 15, 20 to be conservative. And we can provide the identity of those visitors. And you don't have to put on every page of your website. You could put it on like the pricing page or on specific, high value offer pages, or anything that you're driving traffic to from ads, because ads are not cheap. And if you're paying for this traffic, then you have to squeeze every all the value from that. And it's then that's part of the solution. But I think where it gets also interesting is that we're combining it with integrated outbound emailing tools to be able to then intercept those emails, and then combining with the power of AI to be able to create, customized outreaches to those visitors through email at scale.
Yeah.
Uh,
Can I just brag for a second? Because I don't that's actually so advanced. I don't even think most people may have processed that. I got my mind blown a little bit by just installing on our website. And we're not talking about somebody opts into a form and then you're following up with them, meaning like if somebody just visits the website and they get the little pop up that says, like, we may be using your data for whatever reason. We can identify 15 to 20% and then use the magic of AI to actually send personalized follow-up messages to people who visited your website. Did you find everything okay? Did you have any questions? We got a special, however you kind of want to use it. I have the ability for some of them I've seen as well. Like, I haven't actually put this on our stuff, but you can also send SMS messages. And those are just the basic features you guys are building. I haven't even got to the advanced stuff, but like the ability to follow up with people who've expressed interest in you but never actually formally opted in for anything, like that's kind of mind blowing, I think.
it's important to understand that I think marketers have this construct of formally opting in. The can spam regulation in the United States of America, you're okay. It's more about opting out. Okay, it's you have to identify who's sending it. You have to show the mailing address of the sender, and you have to promptly and consistently honor all the opt-out
Right.
requests.
Right.
And we follow all these regulations to the T. This is the United States of America. We have the First Amendment. Congress shall pass no law that anyway abridges the right to free speech. And so I think if you could figure out who was on your pricing page or on your offer pages, like, I think it would be crazy not to at least do a follow-up, because those people are low funnel. They've heard of you before, as evidenced by the fact that they're on your website, and they're in market for something. So there's intent there. And so typically you should see this should be your best channel. Like, this should be a 50, 60% open rate, with a
Yeah.
2% 2% reply rate for if you're just doing like targeted out, sorry, just doing outbounding, like just let's look at emails of people who own agencies and fire them emails. Like you'll be lucky to get one reply for 10,000
Yeah.
sends. So that's and there's all sorts of deliverability problems when you're trying to send such a low quality, low engagement email. So I think this is revolutionary. I think this is something that's easy to try. You don't even have to spend a lot because, like as I was saying, you don't have to pixel every page. Just pixel the ones. If you do a path through conversion site report in Google Analytics, just find the ones that are like essential and integral for the conversion pathway and tag those pages.
I like to use really basic kind of football or golf analogies, but like, what Larry's talking about is like, especially for those of you guys who like sell like high ticket kind of purchases where there's a longer kind of more drawn out customer journey. Like if you're putting these on your sales pages, often that person is 80, 90 yards down the field, and now they're starting to approach the red zone and actually like seriously looking at your offer, like you said, just adding in a follow-up, even for some to either diagnose objections or find out where your copy doesn't make sense or holes in your offer. Like just being able to get that feedback loop to me is actually the most valuable. Hey guys, if you like this video, you'll probably also like our free Facebook group, Beyond Agency Profits, Agency Lifestyle Design. You can get free copies of the book inside here. I look ridiculous. We're doing weekly Q&As, giving answers to all your questions. Some of the best, smartest, brightest people. We've got lots of industry leaders doing 7, 8 figures and beyond. It's a literal who's who of the brightest agency owners that I know, as well as lots of tips on scaling and stuff, books that work. So if you're not already part of it, you're going to want to be part of it. So make sure to click the link. I put it in the description of the video as well as in the pinned top comment below. So just scroll down and you can join, and it's totally free.